Hi everyone, Gagajoy. Gagajoy's cooking. Today we're going to be doing hoe cakes. I'm sure if you don't know what a hoe cake is, you're probably not southern enough. It's a hoe cake is just cornmeal and water. And I can remember my mother and my grandmother doing it. So it has to go back up hundreds of years because you realize most people didn't have an oven to pour cornbread, so they had to fry it. So it's basically just fried cornbread. And it's a treat. I can remember we lived in a community when we were growing up, and the lights went out real often. And they weren't out for a couple of hours. They were always out, probably overnight. Or next morning, my mother would make hoe cakes, and she even fried biscuits. So we're used to that. But this is, you can use any kind of cornmeal. You can use self-rising, yellow, plain. It doesn't make any difference. Every time you make them with a different cornmeal, it just actually turns out different. It doesn't really taste different. It just, the texture's different. So I had self-rising Martha White today, and that's what I'm using. It doesn't take milk. It takes a little bit of salt, and it's just a pinch of salt and water. And enough grease in the pan just to barely cover the top. Barely covered. I already put some in there. And just, I'm going to put a cup in first. And just mix it. That's it. It has mix it to I'm going to say a pancake texture, or even a texture like you're making a cake. Okay, let's try this one. Make it as big as you want it. I just thought I was trying to make it. I'll come out. This is one of my dad's favorite things is the hoe cakes. And a lot of people just call them fried cornbread, which is basically what it is, just fried cornbread. Which this seems to be doing. I don't know what it is, but anytime I'm making something, it seems like there's even pancakes. The second batch is better than the first. Do you find that true? Well, one pan out. Pull down so you can see them. Now we're going to try another one. Maybe be a bit more uniform this time. And I'm sure that them better. My scale is kind of scale, but I wanted to have it in front of me. Okay, here we go again. And you see the cornmeal has gotten up thicker. As it said, I guess about 5 minutes. As I was doing research on this, I found out that some people are in the South, it's further south than here, they make them for Thanksgiving. That's one of their side dishes for Thanksgiving, is hoe cakes and lace hoe cakes. And one little girl said that her mother never ate Thanksgiving dinner with everybody. She stood at the stove and made lace corn cakes. Now that's a sacrifice, I think. Okay, there we go. They should have said a little bit longer than I let them. They're worth, it is a treat. You'll have to try it. If you like cornbread, if you're not a bread eater, then I would understand. more. Well, that's our Amish, and that's our fried cornbread. Like I said, iron skillet does better, but I thought this was better because it showed up better today. And it's crispy and good, and even really good if you put butter on. Anyway, that's our, let's take this one out. That's our hoe cakes. Excuse me. I hope you try them. This one would have made probably 10 for a cup and a half. Anyway, you can sort of play with it yourself and get the right consistency. Remember, it's any kind of cornmeal. 1.5 cups of cornmeal. I'm going to say 1.25 cups of water for this particular cornmeal. Either give it a try, and then you'll always know what a hoe cake is, or lace cakes. I hope you'll give it a try and try them. They're worth the try. Excuse me for eating. I'm talking too. Take care of yourself. Have a good time. Remember the joy. Remember this time of year, there's a lot of people who need prayer.